examples about finding the sum and product of the roots without solving the quadratic equation. So for the sum and product of the roots, we have this negative b over a. For the product of the roots, we have c over a. In short, we are utilizing the numerical coefficients of the quadratic equation. But remember, class, to transform the quadratic equation into standard form before utilizing these formulas. So for now, we will try to take the first example. Find the sum and product of the roots of the quadratic equation x squared plus 2x plus 1. So if we have the given x squared plus 2x plus 1 equivalent to 0. So this is the given quadratic equation. Without solving, how can we solve for the sum and product of the roots? So we have for the sum negative b over a, and again for the product c over a. So since the quadratic equation is already in the standard form, we will directly find or automatically find for the values of a, the value of b, and the value of the constant. So for now, what is the value of a? So the number or the numerical coefficient of x squared is the value of a. So automatically, we have 1 as the value of a. Now for the value of b, so that is the numerical coefficient of x. So we have b equivalent to 2. How about for the constant? For the constant, we have this one, positive 1 or 1. So you write c equivalent to 1. So after identifying a, b, and the constant, we will now find for the sum of the roots. Okay, for the sum, we have negative b over a. We will just simply apply the substitution property. So negative b over a, so we will copy negative, then replace the value of b by positive 2. So we have 2 over the value of a is equivalent to 1. So that is 1. So if we can simplify, so we divide negative 2 over 1. So the result is equivalent to negative 2. So how about if we have the product of the roots? So for the product of the roots, we have c over a. So apply again the substitution property. So what is the value of the c? So c is equivalent to 1. How about the value of the a? A is equivalent to 1. If we will divide 1 to 1 or 1 divided by 1, so the result is 1. So therefore, the sum of the root is equivalent to negative 2. And the product of the roots is equivalent to positive 1. So that is now the sum and the product of the roots. Negative 2 as the sum, positive 1 as the product of the roots. So again, for the sum of the roots, we have negative b over a. For the product of the roots, we have c over a. Let's proceed to example number 2. Find the sum and product of the roots given the quadratic equation x squared plus 17x equals 18. Again, find the sum and product of the roots given the quadratic equation x squared plus 17x equals 18. So the first step to perform is to rewrite the quadratic equation, that is x squared plus 17x equals 18. We try to observe in the given quadratic equation. So the quadratic equation is not in standard form. So all you have to do is to transform this one into its standard form. So to transform, you will simply transpose 18 to the left side of the equation. So from positive 18, it will become negative 18. So we have now x squared plus 17x minus 18 equivalent to 0. So we have x squared plus 17x minus 18 equivalent to 0 as the standard form of the given quadratic equation. Now we can easily identify for the values of a, b, and the constant. So we have a, we have b, we also have the constant. So how to find for the value of a? So for a, the numerical coefficient of x squared, so a is equivalent to 1. How about for the value of b, the numerical coefficient of x? So b is equivalent to 17. How about the numerical coefficient or the constant rather? So the constant is negative 18, so you have to write negative 18. So we have a equivalent to 1, b equivalent to 17, and constant equivalent to negative 18. So again, step number 1, transform into standard form. Step number 2, find for the values of a, b, and the constant. Then for the step number 3, that is to find for the sum of the product, sum and product of the roots. For the sum, we have negative b over a, so you copy negative. Then what is the given value of b? That is 17. So you have 17 over 1 because the value of a is equivalent to 1. So we have negative 17 over 1, so that is equivalent to negative 17. So this is now the sum of the roots, so that is negative 17. How about for the product of the roots? For the product, we have c over a, so the value of the constant is equivalent to negative 18. So replace c by negative 18. The value of a is equivalent to 1. So negative 18 divided by 1, so negative divide positive. So we have negative 18. So negative 18 as the product of the roots. So therefore, the sum of the roots is negative 17 and the product of the roots is equivalent to negative 18. Given the quadratic equation, x squared plus 17x equals 18. So that's all, and thank you for listening. In conclusion, in finding for the sum and product of the roots without solving for the quadratic equation, we will just simply do the following steps. Step number 1 is to transform the quadratic equation into its standard form. Step number 2 is to identify for the values of a, b, and constant. Step number 3 is to apply the formula. For the sum of the roots, we have negative b over a. And for the product of the roots, we have c over a. So if you have any questions or clarifications for this topic, feel free to comment below so that I can create a video regarding your questions or clarifications. Or you can contact me in Facebook, Vince Neri, or in Instagram, Vince Lawrence Smithic Neri. So for further videos or for additional videos, don't forget to click the notification bell and the subscribe button for you to be updated with my other mathematics video. This is Sir Vince, and thank you so much for watching to my YouTube videos.